Fans, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. Let me clear this up. Yeah, this is starting to stink. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's happening with this shit here. It's been doing this for a while. I'm not home yet, so just bear with me. Just bear with me until I get back to my spot so I can go live on the real live stream. I made this one for you guys, and we can chop it up as we go.
In the past decade, Terrence Crawford will be the third. Now, yes, he got sparring with Boots Ennis to emulate that Terrence Crawford style, but is that enough 2 sparring sessions to get his head around those twitch instincts that Terrence Crawford has? And don't assume that Canelo is going to be a stronger man on the inside. Crawford has that wrestling experience. He's physical, and the way he's built his frame may just be enough to not...
So we're just checking it out right now. Before I get home, I'm on my way to the crib as we speak. So there you go. Work went a little far. So I was supposed to be home by now, but nonetheless, the show must go on. I believe Crawford has too much dog, and he will win by decision. You know, a lot of people are changing their minds. I've been saying that Terrence Crawford will beat Canelo. I'm not, I'm not disillusioned of the dangerous Canelo. If Canelo was not a dangerous fighter, it wouldn't be worth talking about. Understand that. It wouldn't be worth talking about. No, seriously. So I'm looking at the preliminaries now. So they're building up right now. You know, when you guys come in, hit that like button. I know this isn't the live stream. If you guys don't want to go in on the next other one, we don't have to. But this is the way in. This is the last time. I repeat, the last time that we will see Crawford versus Canelo in the ring before they get it on. Okay? So this is something to definitely look forward to. And I can't wait for this fight, bro. I'm ready for this shit. I am ready. Estoy listo. Estoy listo. I'm ready for this fight, bro. And I want to see what and where their frequencies are, where their energy levels are when they get on those scales, when they make it public, because they've already been on the scales. Okay, so I just did a live today about that. So we will see. We will see what happens. He say, driving an Uber. No, sir. When you guys come in, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Skrilla 50 in the building. What's up, brother? Punch to you. Loco, Crawford has more killer instinct. You know, I keep hearing that. So, you know, I want to see what these dudes look like. I want to see them out of the shoes, because, you know, I think Canelo was wearing some elevated Bottoms.
Welcome to the ceremonial weigh-in, Canelo Crawford.
Yes.
It all goes down in 24 hours at Allegiant Stadium. You feel that, right? Canelo fans? Crawford fans? You got that little nervous feeling, right? We're within 24 hours. That's how you know it's a
Listen to Max Kellum.
It is live on Netflix. 20 fighters are set to make the walk as we start with the preliminary card, live and free on YouTube. Let's kick things off in the middleweight division.
Verde versus Akali.
Son of Slick Proper Akali.
Joshua needs to fight Wilder, the one fight he never won.
Really good shape, Antonio. And you know what? I just saw a kid down in Florida, right there in Osceola City. He fought a guy came in the same way too. But he didn't fight one and a half. So we'll see if he's in for the next time. He looks good on the skin.
I'll tell you what, Mike, he's not skipping too many days at the gym or anything. He looks like a well-prepared fighter.
Marco Verde, with Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Promotions, with Eddie Reynoso, 2 pro fights, an Olympian, and a lot of people think that this is the next big thing from Mexico.
Damn. Crawford's a bad boy, bro. Crawford's bad. He's bad to the bone, people. Canelo ain't nobody to play with either, but, you know. got some lightweights there. Hey, Kurt, are you there tomorrow or are you doing a watch along? No, I'm doing a watch along. I'm not going to be there. Nah. Here I come again. I think that Crawford will get tired because his body has never had a fight at this weight, and Canelo looked in very good shape. I can respect that prediction, man. The real boxing people in the UK respect you, Kurt. Massive shout out. Lee Thompson, appreciate you, brother.
This guy is special because he's the favorite fighter of Your Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh. He comes from a fighting family. It's a brother also. That's Tsushima. Remember that name from Japan.
Jermaine Franklin and Chico, baby! Come on, Franklin! Yeah! Woo!
His 2 losses to Dillian White and one of the best fighters in the heavyweight division over the past 10 years. Anthony Joshua doesn't always come in the best shape, but after coming in bad shape against White, improved his physique against Anthony Joshua. And I think this is going to be one of the best fights on the undercard. Ivan Klitschko's a real prospect.
Franklin looks in a lot better shape than he did, bro. He's lost a lot of weight. Damn, 256.
Ivan Klitschko is a guy with great pedigree, 2-time Olympic medalist, great amateur wins over Zhang, Bergovich, trains out of Pittsburgh. He knows what he's here to do, revive his career, and he does that by staying in the center of the ring, setting up his right hand with the jab, and knocking out Jermaine Franklin, by the way, to now 139 for Ivan Klitschko. Looks like you got it.
All guys look alike, huh? Big boys. Yeah, you see Jermaine Franklin talking about how he had the improved physique.
You say bro chubby.
Now he's in that similar weight that he was against Dillian White. So he's taking a step backward now.
Massive height difference. That ain't no lie. Boa Chuck versus Adams.
36 years old, Brandon the Cannon Adams grew up in South Central Los Angeles, pulled up the streets and into the gym at 19, turned amateur at 20, and at 21 he was a pro. You see him here, the great man is because his emotional and details. Said he was home yesterday at the press conference and ripped the shirt off. He's going to do that again. And he said, I don't know that this looks good. I don't know. You know, back in 2019, he won the distance 12 triathlon for the title. His career's been interrupted. It's been interrupted by a lot of layoffs from promotional problems, but he's back and he plans to do exactly what he did in the rematch.
So everyone tuned in. This is a rematch of a very impressive fight. He had this fight with Brandon all the way sealed until he made one mistake and got clipped before the ending of the fight. So he's here to revenge that one loss, the first loss that started the slide. And then he was eventually faced with Virgil. And he
You know, after that loss, Boachuk last year, one of the best fighters in the sport, Virgil Ortiz, Boachuk drops him twice and loses the fight on the cards. A lot of people thought he won that fight.
Yes, myself included. He's one of the most exciting fighters right now. I think he's developed so quickly, so he's more than ready for the moment.
And also, if he can avenge his first loss, that'll be big for him.
Now they can step backward if he can.
Imagine. Right here, wow.
Don't forget also Brandon Adams gave Jamal Turtle a very good fight.
As you can see, he's an entertainer. And a boxer.
Just like you, right?
Travis Crawford, people.
Travis Crawford, obviously.
No relation.
To Terrence Crawford. He's just 22 years old from Corpus Christi, Texas. He started training at 10 years old, rose to become a Texas Gold Gloves boxer. Now he gets to finish what he started on one of boxing's biggest stages. And this is big for him, guys, because in 2 weeks he leaves for Army basic training to pursue his dream of becoming an Army Ranger.
He said a lot, Dale.
And again, Mighty Mo Al Kale. You mentioned Sultan Al Muhammad earlier.
Miss Doubtfire. Yeah, I wonder what that's about.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Oh wow, Jermaine getting destroyed. That dude's 6'9", bro. If he can't touch that dude, he's in trouble. But we'll see what he can do. I mean, he fought AJ at 6'6", so we'll see what he can do in there. No, like Kurt, you just got out of your car the exact time I did. Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do when you can do it.
on potato.
Ah, okay, gotcha. All right, we're here. Damn, I wish somebody would have said something before. But no.
Billy knows exactly what he wants here. A fight of the year.
We got Lester Martinez just got off the scales, 167. Kurt, brother, there ain't no sound. Can you guys hear me? Testing.
Look at that physique, Mario.
Oh, no, all these guys are coming in jacked. Talk about a television-friendly fighter, though. You always get your money's worth.
We gotta get you training in the gym alongside him.
Okay, cool. Look at that face off. Martinez is like, what? Kurt, what's your take on them Billy versus Martinez, man? I don't know. 2 undefeated fighters, man. So, Callum Walsh, Ireland, Fernando Vargas Jr., America. Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a fight too, bro. These dudes are going to give it. Do you think this undefeated fighter from Ireland came all the way over here for his O to go? I don't think so. Not on a Canelo undercard.
Junior didn't actually start boxing until he was 17 years old, but he's quite the athlete.
Man, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I get him Billy, maybe. But then Martinez is a knockout artist, too. So you got 2 undefeated guys. I don't know. It's a tough call.
These stages many times. He feels that Callum Walsh has been carefully selecting his opponents and is sort of a byproduct.
Are you pantomiming, Kurt?
He feels more than ready for the moment. This is his first time that he's coming in as an underdog.
He said, no way. Was this to this day? Yeah. That was her like 6 years ago.
He's got 15 knockouts out of his 17 fights, so the kid
You know.
punch.
Yeah, and Mario, worth noting here that it's his brother, Emiliano.
Here's Junior. Vargas Jr. on the scales.
Change that narrative.
Well, that's another thing, is fighting out of the shadow of both your fathers.
153.
Your younger brother, who really is quite the standout.
Oh, yeah, we're familiar with the Vargas system. We're on the same Olympic team. Really proud of these guys.
This is exactly the kind of fight that's missing from boxing. 2
Okay, here was Walsh.
undefeated guys who are still prospects. And I guarantee you, if they fight well,
Brown envelope action.
They'll both benefit from the shine they get on this.
King Column Spread Walsh, man. 14-0, 11 KOs, ending an 84-day layoff. Here's a kid with a lot of confidence. He's Ireland's favorite.
153 and a half. Here we go. They're head to head. Look, Walsh jumped right in his face. Look at Vargas. Look at Vargas.
Here's a star in the making.
It's fiery.
They're look, the energy is in the building. You can tell everybody's all riled up. They're ready. They're getting off those scales and they're ready to give hell. Bars. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this, man.
And now we're going to take a closer look at the 2 boxing legends in our main event.
The ultimate promise of sports is simple. The best must meet the best. It's what every fan demands. It's what every era remembers. Tonight, 2 of history's greatest step into the same arena and put legacy against legacy. When greatness meets greatness and the dust settles,
I'm ready to get it, man.
standing.
Baby Vargas is ready, huh?
How many fighters have ever been called the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world? There haven't been that many, ever. These are 2 of them. Canelo Alvarez, the biggest star in boxing, faces Terrence Bud Crawford, a man who still holds the distinction in the minds of many as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
I want to be remembered as one of the all-time greats. And I got to go through Canelo to do it.
Crawford is fighting a guy 3 divisions bigger, and he's a killer.
I love that uppercut left hook to the body combination from Canelo, though. He gets in there. Back. That, bro, he sticks that too, bro. That's right to the liver. Because he's coming in. He's putting it in, bro, and he's sitting down on those shots, bro. I wouldn't mind dipping one of those ring girls right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get it. Canelo, man, he's, you know. He's in there, man. If he catches Bud though, once again Crawford is going to blow people away with his strength in the clinch. I wouldn't, yeah.
I'm a lead fighter. You know I'm different.
Man, I'm hyped, man. Dude, it's just, it's crazy though, man. It feels like I'm fighting in there.
One of my best victories of my career.
We're gonna make history. Terrence Crawford, 3-time undisputed champion of the world.
I'm on our way.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. So we get to see a lot. We get to see how Terrence Crawford looks. Is he shredded? Is he chubby? Is he chunky? You know, that was a thing, you know. Here comes Crawford. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready. I'm hyped.
No catch weight, no rehydration clause, no excuses. That is so rare in today's boxing.
It really goes with his personality, Mark, because he's never backed down from any challenge. And he looks more well prepared than ever.
167 and a half. I mean, you could still see abs, but he looks filled out a bit. I know the fight tomorrow. I know the fight tomorrow. What are you watching? Chosen Ones. What's up, Chosen Ones?
I agree. Let's give Terrence Crawford all the credit for no rehydration clause. But Canelo Alvarez, his 2 losses to Floyd Mayweather with a rehydration clause and on a catch weight, and then to Dimitri Bivol at 175. At 168, I think that's his best weight, Mario.
And that's the thing, Mike. He dares to be great. He takes on the best challenges. He's challenged himself on a higher weight. He's now facing pound for pound, arguably the best fighter in the game. That's why it means so much for their legacy.
167 and a half. 167 and a half.
Man, he just cut up his Nino Carpenter.
Man, he's cut. Canelo's cut up, dude. He's cut.
On the same size.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's a face-off. Here's a face-off. There's a face-off.
I'm surprised. Crawford has always been a strong individual, even if it doesn't translate necessarily to his fists and strong strength. You can't move him around.
Look, Crawford didn't say nothing.
Strength, if you will.
Look, Crawford shredded, though. Crawford shredded, though.
In every boxing match, the fight has broken out. And I believe when the fight breaks out, I think Terrence Crawford's mentality is going to give him the edge in this fight. I think that Crawford thinks of himself.
But Crawford walks off. Crawford's like, look, I'm ready. It's time. It's time.
He refuses to be manhandled.
You're exactly right. Again, a credit to his strength.
Look, and he just walked off.
We saw that round 2 against Errol Spence. He threw him across the ring. He's really strong.
You look like you trained for speed. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I train for everything. I get back in basic. I need to put everything in this fight.
Thank you, Canelo.
He needs to put you heard him, right? He needs to put everything in his fight, right?
And we got Terrence Bud Crawford making his way over here.
TC!
You weighed in at 167.5 pounds, by far the heaviest of your career. How does it feel?
Lovely. I feel wonderful. I can't wait until tomorrow.
Thank you, Bud.
Look at they booing Crawford. They ain't doing nothing but giving him fuel.
We saw two guys who look incredible at the scale.
I say Canelo won the face off.
The scales, it doesn't necessarily
Because, I mean, Crawford's, he's ready. You can tell he's just ready to get in the ring. Canelo's been here. This is his division. He should. Nobody knows who Crawford is. Why is the fight so big? Okay. We'll know tomorrow. Yeah.
They all look great.
Yeah. Well, look, we'll know tomorrow. We will know tomorrow.
I think the key to this fight, Mario, is that Canelo's power is going to be a lot of Crawford to deal with. He goes to the body, he goes to the chin.
They will know tomorrow. They will know tomorrow. Exactly. Win or lose. They'll know. They'll know, bro.
Night.
Hey, I hear you guys talking a lot about Charlo. That was a fight that Crawford watched very intensely, up close, ringside. And by then, he was full-on scouting Canelo. That's the guy he wanted. And he says there's a big difference between himself and a lot of the recent opponents Canelo has faced. A guy like Charles, this is Crawford talking, said his victory was surviving.
Well, it is what it is. I think what happens at the end of the day,
Well, that's been the case for
a lot of people will say that about Crawford. For the ones saying nobody knows who Bud is, they will know tomorrow.
I think that's going to be different with Bud tomorrow night.
Yeah, and I think Canelo is going to feel that this young man, this man is more determined than anybody I've ever been in there with. And like I said, he's a sharp puncher. That's a different feel than just these guys landing.
Look at Antonio.
Yes.
Any excuses tonight, Roy? Got any excuses tonight, Roy?
Crawford, a dangerous fighter tomorrow night. He could be stronger than Canelo physically.
Well, if we're basing it off those last fights, we saw Canelo win against a very active William Skull in the sense that where it was more of a track meet. Was he a little long in the tooth? Is he now somewhat incapable of being able to cut off the ring? Or does Bud, with the extra weight, does that weigh on him? Will that come into effect in the later rounds and he'll slow down and tired and get caught with something?
I don't think Kurt will watch the fight tomorrow. He'll be too tired. Nah. Nah.
And a lot of times he starts slow. He throws one punch at a time. That ain't gonna get it done with Terrence.
A good big guy beats a good little guy. You said that about Usyk too in Fury, didn't we?
Terrence Crawford.
Didn't we say that? Didn't we say that?
Game plan.
Didn't we say a good big guy would beat a good little one? Didn't we say that? Yeah, with Usyk and Fury? And Fury outweighed him 30 pounds or so? Did it really matter?
Usually does, Crawford.
No.
Cannot start slow and download all the information. He's got to get on him from the jump. He admitted this to me. He says, not only do I have to bank rounds, I have to win them decisively. And this is not going to be a friendly crowd for him.
And you know, Mike, that's the thing. If Terrence gets off to a fast start and Canelo lets him, he tends to tire a little towards the end. That may catch up. If in fact that's the case and Bud is able to withstand those extra pounds.
Yeah, and look, now Terrence Crawford has all this extra weight on. Weight makes you burn out faster. So I think Canelo Alvarez is going to have a better second half of the fight. I do think Terrence Crawford is going to be up on the cards going into it. And I just think that not enough people are talking about Canelo Alvarez's power. He's dropped 4 of his last 5 opponents.
Canelo looks good, bro. I mean, he looks shredded. You know what I mean? He would come in at 168 right on the dot. Now he looks shredded, chiseled, and he knew. He's like, I trained for everything, including speed. He came in light because he wanted to come in right. Bars.
You know, there's
Let's
only
hope
one
the
time
judges
in my
don't
career
pull any funny
that
business.
I felt going into a
Come on.
fight that I had to knock a man out. I knew I couldn't go to the judges, and I believe Terrence Crawford here in Vegas feels the same way about Canelo. He feels he may have to knock Canelo out
Come on.
to get this victory.
Come on.
He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. I know. That
If he hurts Canelo, of course that's what he's going to do.
Something I've never
You
seen
know,
a weakness in.
Terrence don't have any let up.
That's the difference in temperament between Terrence Crawford and all these other guys that he's been facing for the last few years.
And Mark, as we hear this mariachi music and Vicente Fernandez play, the fact that it is Mexican Independence Day weekend and it's going to be at the peak really of the year where the biggest fights sort of happen. Canelo's been in this moment many times, and he has so much pride with the country literally riding on his back. Will Bud be a little bit overwhelmed
Barely
by
better-
the moment? I know he's
barely
been
a good big
on
guy.
the big stages, but it's a different thing when you're facing Canelo, especially in this weekend.
I don't think that he'll be overwhelmed by the moment. I think this is the moment that he's been asking for. He's finally got it. You don't ask for something like this if you think you're going to be overwhelmed. I think that on the other side, this is a high-value target, a great fight, a fight that can change boxing history. I think that Canelo will get up for it in a way that, listen, if I'm Canelo, I'm fighting William Skull in the middle of the night. I'm not really getting up for that. You give me Terrence Crawford who's calling me out, yo, bring it, come on, let's go.
Especially on this weekend, Mike. I mean, he's always in shape, but he looked really dialed in tonight.
Yeah, and look, Mario, we talk all about Terrence Crawford as a dog. I've heard it about 1,000 times this week alone. Canelo Alvarez didn't get to this point in his career because he's not prideful. He hears everybody picking Terrence Crawford, and he wants to prove them wrong. I think even if he has just a little bit of a step, he has one last great fight in him.
And that's the thing, Antonio. They're both dogs, like Mike said. They both got that mean streak. They both know how to finish strong, and they both have a lot of pride. So on paper, it should be an incredible fight.
Most definitely incredible. Not only that, I'm expecting the unexpected tomorrow night, bro. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
That's going to make it even more better.
I finally got my claim for my car accident. They only offered me $5,000. $5 grand? I had a car accident and
The fight of the century.
Do you know how big an ego you need to do? No, seriously. You need to be kind of crazy to step in there from the jump. But in a fight like this, to ask for what Crawford's asked for, you got to be a little bit nuts. And I mean that with respect, with great admiration. But think about what he's doing at his age. I don't know what the mega fight precedent for this is, but he's almost 38.
Wow.
Ray Leonard was 32 when he fought Hagler. Spinks,
Does Canelo win and retire?
when he went up against Holmes. Pacquiao,
60-40, bro. It's getting closer.
Trying to
Yeah.
go up that much at this point in his career is really rather extraordinary.
And what's
He thinks he's super.
So listen. Enough of that. Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, 167.5 apiece each. Both of those guys weighed in at the same amount. The same weight, down to the same height, same respect, the same intensity. And it's going to be one hell of a fight. I think Canelo knows. You heard him? I trained for everything. He trained for everything because he knows he should expect everything or anything. See, if you train for everything, you're expecting anything, right? So it is what it is. Terrence Crawford, I think he's going to be a lot stronger at 168. Hell, other fighters have showed us that. We talked a lot this morning about Vinny Pazienza. Well, just a little bit. But Vinny Pazienza, I mean, if you haven't seen it, they made a movie about him. I bleed for this. If you haven't saw it, watch it. Great movie. Where he broke his neck, literally broke his neck. But he was fighting at 140. And he had no damn business being at 140. But what did he do at 168? He made it great. That's what he did. Maybe Terrence Crawford will do that. Maybe he'll campaign at that. Because if he beats the dog shit out of Canelo, Canelo's big enough to have a rematch. And I think Canelo's proud enough to have one. But then this may be one of those fights like Chavez, Whitaker. So you don't know, man. Look, people are booing Crawford. People know Crawford. People respect Crawford. Crawford's a threat. They know that. You can feel it. Crawford is a threat. Okay? They're talking, you think all this Victor Conte snack shit just evolved? No. It popped out of nowhere because somewhere someone's afraid. Someone's very, very afraid. Okay? Concerned, worried. Because Canelo Alvarez is the guy that's been the guy for the last 10 years at least. Right? A little earlier than that, but he's been the man for a while. Try to decide snacks for the fight. Chet Perry, yeah. Decisions. Oh my God, this is going to be an epic fight. Bro, Crawford, you could tell he was tired of talking. He wants to fight now. Crawford's a fighter, he ain't a talker. Look, Crawford is one of those dudes that he's the quietest one in the room. The quietest one in the room gives you the most doom, gives you the most gloom. Okay? He's the one that goes, boom, bars. Come on. All the booze feel bud. Yeah, that just, look, all the booze. Okay, Juice Lee. He's a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tom Brady, sports maniac. If you understand that mentality, you'll understand why he's going to put on an MFing show. Come on. Look, I'm going to be ready. Look. What? Hold on. Look at this. Is it going to be this? Or is it going to be this? Which one? Which one? Which one? So don't say I don't support Canelo. Don't say that I'm just a Terrence Crawford fanboy. Don't say that. That's bullshit. And don't say I just bought this. I've been bought this shit. This shit's 2-3 years old. Okay? This here is about 6 months old. Yeah. Which one? This is how you support boxing. When you walk around and people know, hey, Canelo. You see some Mexican cat, ay, Canelo. Ay, a ver, tú conoces Canelo, sí? Yep. Uh-huh. TC. CA. Canelo. Crawford is going down. Which one will it be? Which one will you represent tomorrow? Mexican Independence Day, tomorrow. It's going down, people. Crawford or Canelo. Great versus great. Undisputed versus undisputed. That's how you do it. Bars. That's what it's going to be. This is what it's about. It's not about fanboying. It's about respecting the sport. The sport's going to win tomorrow. That's who's going to win tomorrow. The sport of boxing. One of these. Or guess what? It could be both. Like I predicted. Draw. Why? For one, Canelo's too big and massive as far as popularity. He's 35. He's the younger one. Terrence Crawford, I think, is actually younger in the physical. When you're like, well, what do you mean? Well, look at the fights. You got Canelo, what, 56, 2, 30 some odd knockouts. You got Crawford, 41, 30, no losses, no draws. Canelo has fought at least 20 fights more than Crawford. He may be 3 years younger. But you look at lifestyle, you look at age, you look at experience, you look at wear and tear. I think Crawford is actually younger physically than Canelo. And that's a crazy thing to say. You're like, nah, but think about it. You know, yeah, we hear about the things Crawford got into, you know, at a young age and getting shot in the head and all that. But his lifestyle, he didn't have a situation or an episode like Joey Spatafora or Jose Benavidez, you know what I mean? Like kind of one-legged or impaired in a way. No, it wasn't that way. Lifestyle says Canelo is a drug cheat. I didn't even go there. But understand, lifestyle with Canelo, man, they've seen Canelo out on the town. They've seen him in LA coming out of bars with his entourage. They've seen him at parties drunk, talking shit. Him and his, you know what I mean? I mean, he has a different lifestyle. Canelo lives the life of a superstar. Crawford does not. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at great fighters. Great fighters, I think, are just different. You know what I mean? They're just different. Canelo's winning is better for boxing because he already has losses while Terrence doesn't. So Steele does his own hand wraps. Yeah. Do you think Crawford stance switching will confuse Canelo? Maybe. I was thinking about that. We were talking about that this morning. Will the switching of the guards, the switching of the feet, will that confuse Canelo? Well, if it confuses Canelo, people, if it confuses him, that means he wasn't prepared like he should be prepared, or there's nobody to compare or to prepare him for Crawford. And Boots Ennis did a shitty job because he should have picked up on that. Boots should have showed him what it's like to switch stances in between or on the inside the mid-range, which Crawford does well. All it basically is shifting to get momentum from one side to the other, to get more leverage on the shots, you know, depending on where you dip and when you throw the punch. The positioning of your feet, the sitting down of your feet determines the power of the punch. That's why changing stances is so difficult, not only for defense, but for offense. So when you get knocked upside your head or take an uppercut from a shot that you don't think that a person is able to switch at the last minute, cross his feet and catch you with a shot that he's sitting down on, that's a different type of power altogether. Flip-flops doesn't have the boxing IQ that Bud has. I don't think it'll confuse Canelo. He's seen it all. Maybe not so much as the switch hitting, but close enough. But it'll still not be good enough. Bars. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Tony Lyons coming in with those bars. Canelo trained with Boots. He switches. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just answering the question. If that's difficult for him, all right, well, yeah, that's what we have. We have challenge. You know? If he can't do it, if he can't deal with that switch hitting, that's his team. That's his team's fault. Yeah, so because I've seen Crawford, you know, he was like this, and then, you know, he switched over. That's not a good enough. Like, hold on, let me do it. You know, so he can come up, then he can bow, 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 bow. He can come up and throw those shots, come in easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. He's coming in. I can't wait for tomorrow, bro. Again, look. Is it going to be Canelo or is it going to be TC? Who's it going to be? You guys want to do a poll? Come on, do a damn poll. Let's do a damn poll. Who wins? Fight! Oh, man. Let's start a poll. Here we go. All right. Okay, cool. Boom. There we go. Start the poll. Poll has started. Cinnamon bun. Let's get it. Let's get it. Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win? Because those are two different things too. Right? Those are two different things. So, damn. I don't like this new Facebook shit. I mean, YouTube shit. You only got 6 votes in. Hold on a second. Because now they have it like right in front of your screen. Let's see. Let's start another poll. Let's see here. Who wins? Cool. All right. Done. Okay, cool. There we go. It's right here. It's right here in the front. Go. All right. All right, now we're back. They keep putting ads into, and they never did that on a live. What are they doing, Tony Lyons? It's only a shock to the people who choose Captain Cinnamon Sticks. Okay, so we got Bud. How many votes? 14 votes? Damn, 21% for Canelo. 57% for Crawford. Damn. 21% for the fans, which, you know, is cool. It was cool. %, for Canelo. We got 17 votes. Let's vote, people. We got 44 people in here, I guess. You know, that's never really accurate, right? I mean, because you get off a live and you're like, 1,200 people saw this. And they're looking like, how did 1,200 people see this shit when you only got 44 at one time? I hope for a good fight. I'm from the UK, so nothing invested. Danny W1612. Counterpunch to you, brother. I'm getting ads popping up in the live, not often, but never had that happen before. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe that's some YouTube's new stuff they're trying to implement or whatnot. So I don't know. It was some clean ad, but shit on Canelo's fan base. It was some clean ad, but still no biggie. Oh. When Bud wins, Bruce Vane is going to shit on Canelo's fan. Oh man, he may be the first one I call, and then I will listen to Bruce Vane, and I'll do you guys a solid. If Bud wins tomorrow, I'll call Bruce Vane tomorrow. I'll call Bruce Vane. I'll call Showbiz, but I don't know if Showbiz will answer, because if that means he just lost 20,000. But if Bud wins, yeah, I'll call Bruce Vane, and I'll go live. And he'll talk, and he'll talk, and he'll rant, and he'll talk. Yeah. I'll do that. Call Punch Drunk. Well, if Bud wins, Punch Drunk should supposed to shut down this channel, which I think is fucking crazy. Did I? No, I didn't reach out to him. No, I mean I know him, but I didn't reach out to him. But yeah, that was drastic. I mean, you riding like that, that's how you rolling. That's some confidence for you right there. You know what I mean? So if he, you know, but to be fair, I think, you know, he's, you know, he had a decent challenge. I wonder if he's really going to go through it. But now, you know, the kind of guy he is, I think he's kind of a, you know, a solid dude. So if that happened, he probably would have to. You know what I mean? Because if he didn't, he would probably lose a lot of credibility because he didn't. I know a lot of people that like listening to him will be glad if he went back on his word, but yeah. Nope, because he's damn. He's a bitch and a liar. Damn. Well, I don't know about the bitch. I'm not calling that man a bitch. But I know he has a certain fan base, and I know they would be relieved if he didn't, if Bud beats Canelo. But I don't think that will happen. I think it will be a draw. So he, you know, it'd be like, but understand, people, I'm telling you right now, if it is a draw, that meant Bud won. And they just didn't want to give it to him. No fucking way Bud's going to win a decision in Las Vegas. There's no way. Unless he stops him, unless he drops him, and something happens to the point where, you know, because even if he drops him, there are going to be some rounds where something's going to happen. It's going to be like some Levi Martinez. If you don't know who that is, that was a guy that scored Canelo beating Lara 117-111. These are facts. So if we see any of that type of shit, you already know the fix is in. So it is what it is. I would like Crawford to do it, but you already see Canelo getting bigger from the weigh in this morning. When Bud wins, oh yeah, we already got that one. Bruce Vane is going to flame your boy Showbiz too, Kurt. Oh yeah, I see that coming. You know, and I sit back and I observe everything. You know, I see guys. I see, you know, and the crazy thing, and I'm thinking like, well, it's people that he could go after. They're just not big enough yet. You know, because I mean, it's just, you know, but I mean that he needs to make it definite to win. Well, yeah. And Bud knows if it comes to a draw, he will probably not get it. That's why I think Bud will start fast and bank the early rounds. I mean, if he's smart, that's what he should do. No, he doesn't like Showbiz at all. He doesn't like Showbiz. There's a lot of people he doesn't like, but I mean, publicly he said he doesn't like Showbiz. I don't like spreading rumors about friends. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, I don't get into it. I don't get in it. You know, I observe it. I hear people, and, you know, I hear what people say. I hear the back and the forth, if there is a back and a forth, you know, because I understand both channels. And I understand that people have different audiences for reasons. That's why I never understood why channels would try to shut you down over what you say about them. You know, I mean, to me, you know, they tried to cancel me. Three channels tried to cancel little old me. Because little old me was getting bigger and bigger. That's what it was. And they were like, look, we got to stop this. Because everyone that was anyone is no one now. But then they were. So they had to save face. So all the Wilder stuff, when Wilder was still holding on by a lie or a hope that he was cheated because he got beat, right? Then came Errol Spence. Then Tank Davis. And that was it. Because all of them got beat. Even though you look at that Javante thing, he had a draw, that's bullshit. He got a loss. Everybody sees that as a loss. Yeah, nah, I ain't getting into that shit. And the crazy thing is, I probably could, because I used to, the whole thing was counterpunching. I just counterpunch the news that you can use. Because I was like, well, I don't really need, because there was no argument no more. The arguments were done. Kurt's still a threat. He's stepping on people's necks, man. Well, a lot of people, because Jarrell Miller, I talked to his publicist, had long conversations with her. Michael Hunter was on there, and I don't really know. I hear Jarrell likes to hold grudges, so it is what it is. Tank was definitely the most skilled. Yeah, he still got beat though. He still got beat. For all three of them. 27 votes, 59% for Crawford, 22% for Canelo, and 18% for the fans that win Saturday night. Damn, my shoulder, dude. I need to go to a chiropractor. But no, man, I can't wait for this fight. I cannot wait for this fight. I'm ready for this fight. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this, man. That cheeseburger smuggling drug cheat needs to focus on not pulling out of fights. Damn. He needs to work on getting a fight. He needs to start fighting. Don't be like all the other Americans and shit. Don't be like them. Don't be like them, bro. I need to go to a brothel. Huh. What? But no, man. I can't wait for tomorrow. I'll be here. I can't wait for tomorrow. So, I got 7 videos that I haven't even posted yet, and I got 2 or 3 more to do. So, we're gonna, because I want all the YouTube algorithms to focus on the live stream. Because YouTube's excuse is, well, you're doing too many videos. So, you guys have inboxed me and told me that, hey, I never got a notification for this particular video, which was fire. Matoma versus PED-D next. Nah, he's injured. Roger Downs in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. So, man, listen. Tomorrow, we will know the truth. We will see if special fighters can still hang in weight classes that they have never been. We can see if Canelo still has it. We will see who wants it more. At Allegiant Stadium, Vegas, September 13th, 2025. We will see who wants it. Who wants it? Let's look at this fight through non-biased eyes and see what's in front of us. I think that's only fair. If Canelo beats Crawford, give him his flowers. If Crawford beats Canelo, give him his flowers. I think we need to come off of the money of boxing because Turki Al-Sheikh is actually the giver of money, the beneficiary, deliverer. He's the dude that should be the only one that worries about money, because he's paying everybody. He's paying everybody. These guys are getting paid handsomely. So they're not worried about that. So if he's paying them handsomely, the only thing they have to do is perform. So that enough should snatch the politics out of it. Because we're only worried about, oh, who's the most popular? If Terrence Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, he should have some of that popularity. But there's no denying that now. This fight's going to be whoever it's going to be, and we're going to see who is the best fighter in the world. One's injured, that's Usyk. The other one's a lot smaller, that's Inoue. Now we got Canelo. Now we got Crawford. Who is better? Who is the best pound for pound? Canelo is going to win. Crawford is great, but I don't think Bud can take all those Canelo punches. Canelo can handle all of Bud's punches. We'll see. There's a lot of intangibles. 150 million, is that real? Yeah. Let's look. Before we jump off of here, let's see how much these guys are making. Let's go to bed now. I know, right? What are the fight purses of Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford? For their upcoming fight, are you guys ready? Canelo Alvarez is reportedly set to receive approximately 150 million, while Terrence Crawford is expected to earn around 50 million, with the total purse for the event estimated to be $200 million. Turkey already put the money on 150 in Canelo, on 50 in Bud. It's life-changing money. I don't give a shit if you chop it in half and whatever. It's still life-changing money. It's the type of money that you can walk away and say, you can walk away and do exactly what Marvelous Hagler did. You know what? I'm quitting boxing. I'm going to go to Italy and start making movies over there. And that's exactly what he did. And he lived happily ever after. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's big for this. Yeah, that's heavyweight money. That's heavyweights. That's what you give heavyweights. That's AJ and Tyson Fury and Usyk money. Isn't that what Dubois? Well, Dubois is supposed to make 70 million. Come on. That's money, bro. So at this point, yeah, 150 million goes to Canelo because he's Canelo. Canelo's going to make $1 billion before it's over. You know? That's crazy. 45 million Triple D got. Okay. Still life-changing money. Rich black man, Bud. With the black fist, counterpunch to you. Legend, Marvelous Hagler, 3D pool tile or teal in the building. Imagine Fury versus Joshua. Crazy. 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 Crazy money. Yeah, it would be about the same. Probably 100 million a piece. Turkey would probably spend the same amount of money on Joshua and Fury, or more, as he did with Canelo and Crawford. What do you think the big surprise was supposed to be? Turkey wanted Dana to mention it at the press conference, but Dana didn't say nothing. I have no idea. But I do disagree with this, and I'm going to say this. I don't think Dana will change anything in boxing unless he changes everything in boxing. You can't change anything in boxing unless you change everything in boxing. Floyd would wish he was in the era. Easy fight. I don't know. Because these are bigger men. Floyd fighting Crawford at 147 would be a lot different than people think it would be. Even though, you know, I'm looking at, like, I don't know. It's crazy. I've just screenshot that another ad, Kurt. I'll send it to you so you know what it's saying, because it popped up again. I have no idea. If Canelo wins, Turkey has to pay him to fight Benavidez. If he fights him. But he would have to fight him at 175, and I don't think Canelo would want to go to 175 to fight David Benavidez. If I'm David Benavidez, stop fucking with Canelo. I think David has made his name known enough by building off or riding the name of Canelo. Did Canelo want to fight him? No, I don't think he did. Did he get his just due? I think he did. I do believe that. I think David Benavidez is where he is right now, you know, under the homage, under the graces of Turki Al-Sheikh because of Canelo, because of the argument, you know, because Canelo didn't want to fight him. And because he didn't want to fight him, that made David's name. He's a hell of a fighter, but when was the last person he knocked out? Don't worry, I'll wait. Since 168. Bars. Come on. Yeah, I just seen it pop up, man. Let me see this. Let me take a look. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, that's weird. The hell? Ukrainians. David Benavidez did say he would go back down. I mean, that would be stupid for him to do that. Make your own fucking legacy. Fight people in your own weight class. Don't chase Canelo like he's the golden goose. Stop doing that. You know what I mean? Fight Bivol. Fight the guy that beat Canelo. If you're gonna do that. But yeah, I don't know what that is. So yeah, I mean, maybe Turkey might give him. I'll give you 200 million. 200 million to fight David Benavidez. Give David 12. Give him 12.5. And see if he don't call that shit slave wages. Nah, I just think slave wages. I just think, you know, they're just trying to lowball me. So I'm not going down to 168, fight him. I'm going to stay at 175 and fight Bivol, a guy that beat Canelo. So, you know, if they come higher with the price, you know, if Turkey got all the money in the world, so, you know, it's nothing that I want. I don't want that. I don't want 12 million. You know, if Wilder didn't take it, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it either. I'm just, you know, I'm ready to stay in my weight class. Teach how to make eggs, please. The longer Fury don't fight AJ, the less the both will. Well, I think, you know, I don't know. Fury, I don't know what Fury's doing. I know what he wants to do, but I don't know what he's doing. Turkey ain't even really been on the AJ Fury fan. No, I don't think so. Wilder needs to fight someone. True. So does Andy Ruiz. So does Jarrell Miller. So does Michael Hunter. So does Jared Anderson. So does Frank Sanchez. All these motherfuckers that I mentioned are on this side of the world. They all need to fight. All of them. Every single last one of them need to get in there and kick ass. So I hope Usyk versus Joshua Parker happens. I mean, I don't think they're interested in the fight, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. We got 42 votes, 19% for Canelo, 67% for Crawford, 14% for the fans. So there you have it. You guys, I'm jumping off of here. I am tired, but we will reconvene tomorrow. Tomorrow night. You guys get some sleep so you'll be able to stay up, because it's going to be a big day tomorrow. We will witness history tomorrow. So be there with me. Be there Beware. Bars. But love you guys. Be blessed. I'll see you tomorrow night for the main event, for the biggest fight of the year between Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. Undisputed versus undisputed. Who's going to do it? Bars. One last time. Who wants it? Who gets it? Canelo, Crawford. Until then, you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.